Hi everyone. No characters these days, just me. I'm not playing a character this time. We're gonna do something different this time. Um, Considering the New Year's, we're working on our next project. It's gonna be a movie review, and it's gonna be taking a little bit more time. So I decided to do this to, well, entertain you a little bit while we are working on our next project. But in this one, I'm just gonna be myself. I'm not playing any character, and we are gonna do a top 10 list for movies and video games that I played this year. It's gonna be personal, like a personal list. It's not gonna be like ranked as like what was the highest like ranked game or anything. It's gonna be just something I experienced. It's gonna be the best movies I saw and worst movies I saw, then best games I played, and you know, get the point. It's gonna be pretty much like that. And now we're gonna be starting off the first list with the best movies of the year. It's not gonna be a top 10. It's just gonna be like random. These movies are not in any order or anything. I'm just talking about what I thought were the best movies of the year. So let's get right to it. Transformers: The Last Night. What a masterpiece. Michael Bay, how do you do it? How do you keep making the same freaking movie every single time and it never gets old? This movie is just freaking good. It's so good that I don't know what to say about it. My favorite part of this movie is it's oh. You get it. It's so good that I can't even. There's so many good scenes in this movie that I just can't pick. It's so good. It's the just absolute great movie. It's the CGI is so great, and the acting is great, and don't get me started on the female actors. They're just, great, and Michael Bay's direction are just, oh man, yeah. I love the, it's part where he shot like on Max and then he shot on like digital, so it was constantly getting like, we got full screen and then we got like with the black bars on the top. It was constantly switching, and I just loved it. It was great. It was not distracting at all, and Mark Wahlberg, my God, was he great in this movie. Like,
I don't know what you're smoking in that pipe, man, but what's going on here? Will you drag me to some Transformer retirement home?
Mm-hmm.
Look, somebody better start talking or I'm out of here.
It was just great, and Optimus Prime turning evil, like, oh, Michael Bay, how do you get us to watch these movies again? These trailers, like, and you remember that the teaser trailer where you got this little girl character. She was gonna be like, oh, they're like rebellious and all that kind of thing. She was gonna shit. It's not in the movie at all, and that's great. He was just teasing us. He was just kind of, he was just trying to make us excited for the movie and then not give us what we wanted. And that's great. That's genius. Like, wow, what a twist. He totally fooled us, and it's great. It's a great movie, okay? It's great. $50 Darker. I just loved the first one so much. This movie's great. It's absolutely great. It's gorgeously shot. It has probably one of the best chemistry I've ever seen in love films. The acting is fantastic as always, of course. I mean, who was the genius behind this? I mean, who thought it was a good idea to take a fan fiction of Twilight that ended up becoming book series and turn it into movies? Who was the genius who thought that was a great idea? That guy or girl is a genius. Just absolutely brilliant. I mean, fuck Harry Potter, fuck The Lord of the Rings. These books are true masterpieces. And this movie, and the first one, they're both masterpieces. They're good. The Bye Bye Man. This movie is scary. It's really scary, guys. It's just terrifying. Don't mind the fact that this movie is horribly shot, horribly directed, horribly written, horribly acted, and just horribly everything. That's not, no. That's just part of the style this movie has. It just has that, unique style. It's just great, It's not like it has every horror cliche ever and just the most cliche horror plot of all time. No. It's just, it's great that way. It's great. This movie had a excellent writer and excellent director who clearly know what the hell they're talking about. And the actors of this movie, they were great. They were Cabrio level of acting. They were just great. The Emoji Movie. Just the idea alone is a billion-dollar idea, of course. This is probably one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. It's so great. It's just fantastic. It's beautiful. It does not have horribly written characters, a horrible story, and just most cliche, redundant kids film ever made. No. It's a masterpiece, of course. You have, of course, Gene, the emoji, the meh emoji, and he doesn't fit in, of course. Original, right? Totally original. He doesn't fit in because emojis are only supposed to have one emotion, but he has other emotion. Wow. We got a special snowflake. He doesn't fit in because he has more emotion, and on his first job he fails and becomes an outcast. Very original, of course, very original. Definitely not every kid's film ever made. No. It's original. And he, of course, joins a group of losers. Original. And then he's like, no, I have to become like the rest and shit. So he set off his little journey. Original. And he meets this strong, independent female character. Great. And she's so strong and independent and not bland as fuck. And you get the point. She's like this friend who becomes a love interest. Very original. And this movie is just fantastic. It's great. It's just absolutely great. It has such a great talent, like Sir Patrick Stewart. I wonder what happened. He was in this masterpiece, and then he was in that shitty Logan film, like just garbage. Like, what was he thinking in that one? Clearly, this one was his best role this year. The Emoji Movie. It's a masterpiece. Cars 3. Thank you, Pixar. This is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for another Cars film. Thank you so much. This movie was so great. Did you see the teaser trailer for this film? Did you see how dark and edgy it was? You were just like, whoa, this is gonna be one edgy film. Seriously, what were they thinking with this teaser trailer? Clearly it was a masterpiece. This trailer was a masterpiece. Like, this trailer clearly represents what the movie is like. The trailer is all dark and edgy, like it's directed by Christopher Nolan or something.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's
You are as precious to me as you were to your own mother and father. I swore to them that I would protect you, and I haven't.
But the movie itself, it's not. It plays with your expectation. It presents to you something, hypes you up, and when you come to the theater, you of course get a great movie, of course. It's great, this movie. It's just absolutely masterpiece. It's great. Definitely not complete shit. It's great. Netflix Death Note. What a great film, seriously. Fuck the anime, it sucks, seriously. This movie is the best representation of Death Note. The anime is just, it's garbage compared to this masterpiece. Light Turner is the true light. Fuck that light, you Gumi, or whatever the fuck his name was. Seriously, fuck that. This is the masterpiece. I mean, Light Turner is not a dumbass in this movie. He's not. He's definitely not a dumbass. He definitely does. He literally shows when he has the Death Note. He literally shows the first person who walks up to him and asks, "Hey, you're suspicious. What are you doing?" "Oh, okay. I have this book that I write names in and I kill people. It's really cool. Want to join me?" That's smart. That was clever. That was not dumb at all. That was not like a really stupid move to get laid. That was not. It was great. And L in this movie is fucking awesome. He's great. I mean, in the anime, he's this insanely intelligent detective who's smart. He's always playing this. In the anime, they're always playing this cat and mouse game, like trying to outsmart each other. Like when L tells Light that he is L, he's trying to get a reaction. He's trying to see how he reacts. And when he's asking him the trick question, that was stupid. That was just a waste of fucking time. You know what's better? It's better to just walk up to a person going, "I'm L, you're Kira, so let's have a stupid fight or something." That's better. That's much better. And oh my god, this movie is just so great. It's and what's her fucking face? Mia or something. She was great. She was fucking great. She was just a perfect character. Oh, they took that shit anime and made it a fucking high school shit something. It turned into high school crap. Yay. It's great. It turned into like every fucking high school like prom film ever. It was great. It was fucking great. Alien Covenant, because we haven't had enough of that. Really, Scott, you're a genius. You just know what you're doing. People say you're a hit or miss, but I'd say you are a hit. You are always a hit, no matter what. Prometheus was great, and this movie is great as well. This movie has Michael Fassbender play an android, and he's gay for himself. I'm not joking. There's a scene where he's talking to another model of himself, like another android model after him, and he's gay for himself. It's great. And this movie's not insanely boring or has basically nothing happening at all. This movie is just absolutely great. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Rings, because gotta beat that dead horse, right? Rings is great. It's perfect. It's better than all the other Ring movies. It's great. It's not a cash grab. It's not a dead franchise trying to keep going. It's perfect. It's perfect the way it is. It's magnificent. The Mummy. The Mummy is great. The Mummy is just, it's great. It's fantastic. I love it. The CGI is fucking great in this movie. The horrible acting is just absolutely great. I love it. Tom Cruise is fucking great in this movie. He plays a guy called I Wanna Pay Paycheck. That's what he plays. Great character, by the way. The Mummy is also great. This movie is supposed to be a setup for the dark universe where all the monsters, like we get the Mummy, we would get Frankenstein and all these Dracula and all these classic monsters. Good start for this universe. It's a great start. I can't wait for more. The Snowman. Michael Fassbender really made great choices this year. First, he did Alien Covenant, and then he did this movie, and they're both magnificent. This movie is great. It's based off this really successful murder mystery novel, and turns out that they actually came out and said that they didn't even film all the movie. They had so much to film. They didn't even film half of the script. That just means you have a masterpiece on your hand when you don't even you write a script and you don't even film the half of it. Of course you're gonna get a freaking masterpiece out of that. And this movie is a masterpiece. The acting is great. Michael Fassbender, he's definitely not just sleepwalking through this movie. He's not doing it for the paycheck. He really cared about this film. And the whole, like, the pacing is great. It's all over the place. I love that. I love when movies are just all over the place and make no sense at all. I love that. That's when movies are my favorite. Geostorm. Seriously, who keeps giving Dean Devlin the money to make these movies? As you can see, he has made so many great movies in the past. And they're all great, of course. They're all fantastic movies. And Geostorm is also fantastic. It's a great movie. Definitely not a travesty. Definitely not horrible. Definitely not a waste of fucking time. It's great. Okay? It's great. I love it. And you should too. If you don't love Geostorm, you're stupid. You're stupid, you know? You don't understand film. Star Wars: The Last Jedi. This movie is great. You can clearly see on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh wow, look at that meter. It's so high, and oh wow, wow. Oh wow, look at that. Ooh. Oh. Apparently, Star Wars: The Last Jedi is the lowest audience score in Star Wars history, and it just shows how great this movie is. The Force diversity is always great. I mean, why have great characters when you can have just people of color in the movie? It's great, right? What do you want? Good characters or just people of color playing people of color? Of course you want people playing people of color. You don't want characters. Like, who wants characters in their movies? And of course you want every single female character to be a Mary Sue with no personality or no redeeming quality at all. And of course we gotta have that sweet feminist social justice warrior who keeps putting down the men because men are dumb. Yeah, even though her plan was absolutely retarded and basically killed the entire resistance, but she's a strong, smart female, and that's good. And that Asian bitch, she was great too. Like, she was not annoying, she was not useless at all. She was great. You know why? Because she was Asian. That's why. She has no character, but that's okay. She's Asian, so that's okay. She doesn't need a character. No one needs a character. You just need to be a female or person of color. And if you're white, you're the evil guy. If you dare being white, you are evil. Every single white male character in this movie is evil. He's part of an evil group because equality, right? This movie's great. It does not butcher the entire saga. It does not destroy everything Star Wars stands for. It does not. It's a masterpiece, of course. This is a great movie.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost. The comrades I've lost won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm gonna make them give back our past.
Justice League. DC, how do you do it? Please tell me, how do you do it? How do you keep making these excellent films? tell me. I gotta know. I just gotta know. How do you do it? It's incredible. Justice League is, of course, absolute masterpiece. It's not garbage. It's not does not have too much CGI. It does not have boring ass action where every single character is basically a god. It does not have a insanely idiotic plot. It does not have a horrible villain who is all CGI garbage. It's a masterpiece, of course. It's great. And don't get me started on that great CGI work on Henry Cavill when he had that he had a mustache apparently, and he didn't want to shave it off because he was also in another film, and he didn't want to shave the mustache, so they just CGI'd a lip over the mustache, and it looked great. It looked perfect. And Batman apparently just, I don't know what happened to him in Batman v Superman. He was all grumpy and just hated Superman, but in this one he's all cheery and happy and is making jokes with everyone. It was a great movie, of course. Valerian and the City of Thousand Planets. It has David Bowie in it. That's something. And it has cool visuals. It looks good. It has cool designs. Good cinematography. Okay acting. Resident Evil, the final chapter. Of course, this movie is a complete masterpiece, of course. It looks great. It does not look like complete dog shit. It does not have horrible shaky cam and action. It does not have horrible, terrible plot. It does not have horrible writing, direction, or acting. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just as good as any of the Resident Evil movies. They're all great. They're all perfect movies. They do not have problems at all. It's such a great movie. I just loved it. It was such a great conclusion to this great franchise. And they're probably going to do another movie. Most likely. And I can't wait to see that as well. This does not spit in the face of the video games. It honors the video games. It's absolutely magnificent. So that was my list of the top 10 best movies of the year. And like you could see, these movies were absolute masterpieces. Will go down in history as the best movies of all time. Stay tuned for my next list, the worst movies of the year. And there were some terrible movies this year. There were really some bad movies. And I hope you enjoyed this list, and like and subscribe, and watch the next list. Bye guys.